G'day trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Geography episode, a title we are going to be moving away from, and going forward, we're going to be labeling these the Town Map series. Now, before we get into Cinnabar Island and everything there is to know, I want to ask, are you as excited as I am for Generation 9 of Pokemon, as well as Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which will hopefully be released later this year? If so, stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to be running a little bit of a competition from now up until just before the release, and the winners who will be picked live on stream will be sent a free copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. So if you'd like to get yourself a free copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet, watch to the end to find out how. Now, Cinnabar Island. Have you ever wondered what would happen if the volcano erupted? Have you ever wondered exactly how Mewtwo was created? Then stay tuned and let's find out everything there is to know about Cinnabar Island. Cinnabar Island is a huge landmass and was once a thriving settlement in the south of mainland Kanto, directly south of Pallet Town. Cinnabar Island is home to the largest active volcano in the entire Kanto region. Prior to the tragedy that ravaged this beautiful island, it had a thriving population with 36 residents that called this island paradise home. Unfortunately, once the gargantuan volcano this town was built on erupted, it destroyed all buildings on the island. Due to the obvious hazards of rebuilding on an active volcano, the residents all decided to move on to a safer location. The Pokemon Center was the only building that was rebuilt, and this was most likely there to provide respite for the trainers that have just come off of Route 20 and 21. With this being the only building left on the island, the population count has dropped to only 3. Presumably, these residents are Nurse Joy, Tiala, the attendant on the second floor that assists trainers around wireless communications, and potentially Nurse Joy's aide, Chansey. In the past, before the eruption, Cinnabar Island was known as the fiery town of burning desire. However, now it is merely referred to as the ravaged town of the past. There are many interesting places of note on Cinnabar Island, like the Pokemon Mansion, the Cinnabar Volcano, the Cinnabar Lab, and the official Cinnabar Island Pokemon Gym. The Pokemon Mansion is a dilapidated, run-down hovel that has been burned rather severely, absolutely unrecognisable from what it would have looked like under its previous owner. It's never outright mentioned, however it is implied that Dr. Fuji was the owner of this house. For those that have not seen the uncut version of the first Pokemon movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, I highly recommend doing so, as the extra 5 minutes at the beginning of the movie completely change the sympathy felt for Mewtwo and goes into devastatingly depressing detail as to the motivation of Dr. Fuji and why he is trying to clone Mew. I will make a video about this in the future, but be warned, it is very sad, especially if you're a parent. The most noteworthy event about the Pokemon Mansion is that this is where all of the research was conducted into cloning Mew and the birth and or creation of the one and only Mewtwo. Now, there are 2 different accounts of how this happened. One is more widely believed than the other, and that is that a DNA sample was collected from a Mew, and that was used in cloning experiments which resulted in Mewtwo. However, there is another possibility, as there were sheets of paper found amongst the rubble, and some of these mention that Dr. Fuji's team were able to capture a Mew, extract its DNA, create an embryo which they then implanted within the same Mew. This would indicate that it would be the first and possibly only instance of a Pokemon live birth, as opposed to the normal method of Pokemon laying eggs. Either way, this Mew and Mewtwo suffered far beyond anything we ever saw and could probably ever imagine. The Cinnabar Volcano. The super volcano that is Cinnabar Island has had a pretty important role within Cinnabar Island's history. Apart from being the cause of this town's demise, it used to be home of the official Kanto League Gym's battle arena, but we'll touch on that more in just a moment. It is possible to scale the volcano, but you must be able to command a Pokemon to use the move Rock Climb outside of battle. The Cinnabar Lab was founded by the previously mentioned Dr. Fuji, and this is where he and his team conducted most of their research. Within the west corner of the lab, you'll find an old man that is trying to convince you to trade him her Raichu for his Electrode. And there's also a girl there that will attempt to trade you her Tangela for a Venonat. You'll also find a man that's willing to teach your Pokemon the move Metronome. Metronome is a rather unique move, as you cannot predict what will happen. Once it is successfully used, a random move will be launched. Be warned. Inside, you can also locate a scientist that will offer to revive any Pokemon fossil that you have on hand, allowing you to bring back to life ancient Pokemon from the past. Inside the same room, a person will attempt to trade you his seal for a Ponyta. It is mentioned back at Silphco that scientists at this very lab are the ones responsible for creating the Pokemon Porygon. In the anime, before the eruption, like many other places on Cinnabar Island, the laboratory had become a tourist trap. There does still seem to be a reason to go there as a trainer though, as they are decked out with a Pokemon exercise and training center, fitness equipment, and a giant pool, which are available to train your Pokemon in. In the manga, Blaine is the head scientist of the Pokemon lab, and a leader of Team Rocket. And of course, the #1 attraction for all Pokemon trainers attempting to compete in the Indigo League, the official Cinnabar Island Pokemon Gym. We first see the Cinnabar Gym when our protagonist, Ash Ketchum, arrives to challenge the gym leader for his 7th Kanto League badge. Unfortunately for Ash, he is unable to enter the gym due to several large and locked doors. To find the key to unlock these doors, hopeful challengers are tasked with finding the key from the ruin of the Pokemon Mansion. Later on though, this tradition is abandoned, and a series of questions are asked to challengers, and if they get them all correct, they are allowed inside. If they do not get all of these questions correct though, they will need to face off against a gym trainer and win to prove their ability to challenge Blaine. Throughout its time, Cinnabar Gym has had anywhere from 4 to 7 gym trainers all working for Blaine and gaining experience in the hopes of getting more powerful and one day taking over the gym. Some of the Pokemon you will find yourself up against from the gym trainers are Growlithe and Arcanine, Vulpix and Ninetales, Ponyta and Rapidash, Numel and Makago, and of course, Magmar. Cinnabar Gym is the only one to have changed locations multiple times, first being in the official gym location, then inside the active volcano, and then finally located in the Seafoam Islands after the eruption of said volcano. The gym used to be located in the official setting of the Cinnabar Island Gym, however, was later purposefully moved to be a hidden and secret gym for only those that Blaine believed had what it takes. If you are successful in defeating Blaine, then you'll be awarded with the official Pokemon League badge, the Volcano badge, a red flame icon with a pink diamond in the middle. Being awarded this badge will allow you to command appropriate Pokemon to use the move Waterfall outside of battle. The leader of the Cinnabar Island Gym is the very intelligent scientist and expert fire-type Pokemon trainer, Blaine. His title is the Hot-Headed Quiz Master. It is said that the only time Blaine takes off his sunglasses is when he's thinking up new riddles. Blaine is a bit of a grumpy and somewhat aggressive old man, but also has a carefree and humorous side, shown when he will make jokes and even puns in the middle of danger and when it is completely inappropriate to do so. He does, however, take his role incredibly seriously and will not allow a gym challenger to win just because he likes them, like certain other Kanto gym leaders. If you want that Volcano badge, then the only way you're getting it is to properly defeat Blaine in an all-out war. Blaine has called Cinnabar Island home since long before the Cinnabar lab was built, and as such, he holds a strong attachment to the town. So much so that he apparently closed the gym once the island had become a tourist trap. Cinnabar Island became very famous for its hot springs, which caused a lot of tourism. The once proud town started to cater to these tourists instead of holding on to their proud traditions. This is why he moved the gym to a secret location that only serious and worthy Pokemon trainers would be allowed to challenge. Once the volcano erupted though, Blaine and his Pokemon were essentially left homeless for at least a year. During this time, Blaine was devising and planning the rebuild of the Pokemon Gym on the Seafoam Islands, where there were no active volcanoes. Trainers looking to challenge and defeat Blaine will see themselves up against a very powerful team of fire-type powerhouses. Pokemon like Magmar, Rapidash, and Ninetales at level 47, with his ace Pokemon, Arcanine, at level 48. However, if you are a more accomplished trainer, you may need to battle a different and more powerful team. Magmar, Rapidash, Ninetales, and Flareon all at level 56, and his ace Pokemon, Arcanine, at level 57. Despite his frequent use of Magmar, Arcanine has always been the ace of Blaine's team. This is the first instance of Ash's Charizard actually doing battle with an opposing Pokemon, not due to it listening to Ash, but due to its pride as a powerful fire-type Pokemon. As it stared down Blaine's Magmar, nothing was going to stop it from coming out with that win, and with a massive seismic toss, the battle was over, and Charizard was back to disobeying Ash. The most notable aspect is still the research conducted by Dr. Fuji and the creation of the world's first clone Pokemon, Mewtwo. There are 2 routes out of Cinnabar Island, Route 21 to the north, which connects Cinnabar and Pallet Town, and Route 20 to the east, which will connect Cinnabar and the Seafoam Islands. As previously discussed, both of these routes are water paths, and you must be capable of surfing on a Pokemon to reach these areas. The travel can be dangerous, however, as there are many wild water-type Pokemon living along these paths. I'd recommend flying or bringing some grass-type Pokemon to do battle with. At least you won't fry yourself if you were foolish enough to do battle with an electric-type Pokemon in the middle of the ocean. There you go, trainers, everything there is to know about Cinnabar Island. Did you know all of these? Or was there something that I was able to teach you today? And, I guess most importantly, we learned what happens when you build a town on top of an active volcano. Not always the best idea. Thankfully, it doesn't look like anybody was hurt during that eruption, and everyone has moved on to a safer location. In the next video, we're going to quickly touch on the Seafoam Islands and where Blaine has relocated the 7th Kanto Gym to. Now onto what I'm sure many people are waiting to hear, how to enter the giveaway. So, to be eligible to win a copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet, all you need to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with which starter Pokemon you're planning on choosing. And if you're looking for a second entry into this giveaway, head on over to my Twitter and @ me with the Pokemon you're planning on starting your journey with. So if you follow both methods, you're doubling your chances of winning yourself a free copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Violet when it's released. What will happen once the winners have been picked live on stream, I will personally reach out to them to get their mailing addresses, and I'll get those copies off to them as soon as they've arrived. Have a great day, trainers, and good luck.